What's up everyone, Domadeus came back with another video. Today is actually, unfortunately, our last war video of the season. Kabam just put out a message today saying because of the parry bugs with the new update, they were going to be ending Alliance War Season 27 effective immediately, which means that any alliance that was in the war season was participating. They would be locked into whatever tier of rewards that they were in as of the last war. So we ended up, y'all, in Platinum 2. So I'm looking forward to those rewards. I'll probably end up doing a reward video later on this week. But that still means we have another war video to put out. So this is going to be our last war. This is war number 6 of Alliance War Season 27. We're going in with our rank 3 Magneto and rank 3 Omega Red with the Deadpool synergy. But first going in against this Guillotine 2099. Guillotine is quickly become one of my least favorite defenders to fight against. Always when I see her in a path, I'm always bringing in Magneto because her miss mechanic is so annoying if you don't have a good counter. And she tends to not want to cooperate with reparries oftentimes, so I'm not easily able to knock her down when I'm not running Magneto, so definitely wanted to bring him in. But yeah, luckily he's making this fight pretty much cake. Those perfect blocks are nice, especially with her having that passive fury from the strike counter node. And so the reason I brought in Deadpool X-Force as opposed to Sabretooth with Omega Red is because Sabretooth has a synergy with Magneto that allows him to put a passive heal block on the opponent. A new Guillotine as well as Cosmic Ghost Rider, which is the last fight on my path today. We're going to be regenning from different sources, and I definitely wanted to reverse the regen as opposed to just stop it. So that's the reason I brought in Deadpool over Sabretooth here. But next up we have this Korg fight. 5-star Korg shouldn't be too much of an issue, especially with Omega Red. I love using Omega Red against Korg. Yeah, just makes this fight super easy. It honestly brings me back to the times when I wish I had an Omega Red for Korg fights in previous Alliance Wars a couple years ago. And now having a rank 3 Sig 200 Omega Red, it's just cake. Look at that degen, you guys. It is so crazy to see. 3,000 pretty much every tick, 6,000 a second. Only 5% lost off of chip damage, and it is so nice to be running this guy in war all the time. So next up, we're going to go ahead and go up to this first mini-boss here. This path before, I think the one fight I took before was a Sorcerer Supreme. Man-Thing I saw, and I figured, you know what? Omega Red is poison immune, so even if we were going to get those plus jewels, we wouldn't be getting the crazy poison damage. In fact, we probably heal from the armor breaks from those plus jewels. But typically when I fight Man-Thing, I like to bait the SP2 because I can just back up and totally avoid it. So that's the plan with Omega Red. This is a rank 3, so he's got some pretty chunky health. So we got to be very careful not to mess up because it's going to be a little bit of a longer fight here. But luckily we were able to get the degen on quickly enough. Able to get the second degen there. A little bit of a heavy intercept unintentionally, which is always nice. But even with that increased health pool from a rank 3, this guy is going down pretty easy. But there's the L2. As you see, I just dexed the whole thing, dashed back in. Didn't get the refresh on the degens for that 26 spore tick, but 10 is just fine because we're ticking for about 2,500 every second. And just like that, Man-Thing goes down. Omega Red, really great counter for Man-Thing on, I think, node 24, I believe. So write that down if you need it. So last up for this chunk, we got this Quake, and it's just another Omega Red fight. Quake can be kind of tricky just because sometimes she'll dash into you, you won't get the parry, and she'll start heavying. And oftentimes, even when I get one Aftershock passive on me, I always get stunned. So I got to be careful not to hold block too much so she doesn't wreck us. But luckily Quake is only a 5-star, so don't have to worry too much about health pools and whatnot. L1 decks it just fine. Tend to sometimes struggle with that as well. Degen's doing plenty of work here, so she is just melting down. It is just so much damage. I decided to go over the L1 just to get a little bit of regen right at the last hit, which is nice. I didn't think I was going to take any mini bosses, but it was nice to have that extra health. And finally we have this Cosmic Ghost Rider. Had to wait for our energy to refresh there, but we're just going in with Magneto. I thought about healing him up a little bit, but I figured, Magneto's going to have the perfect block, and I should be fine. So I think I just pop a little 10% boost just to be sure that we can, mitigate whatever chip damage we're going to be taking, but I don't expect it to be a lot regardless, again, because of the Magnetize allowing us to hit those perfect blocks half the time. So we go in here, and should be pretty easy. Would love to get a 6-star Cosmic Ghost Rider on my own account, but unfortunately still hasn't brought it up just yet. But we're going in here, and like you see, every time we get those parries, he's going to be reversing the regen from willpower, which is nice. It's not super, it's pretty negligible watching it back, but it's, again, for the guillotine, it definitely helped out a little bit to get her down a little bit quicker. So just going in here, going to go for the medium heavy after the parry, just so we can build up to our L3 a little bit quicker. I don't remember if I actually ended up using the L3, because as you can see, our power is actually being suppressed from the strike counter. So I think we go for the L2 here. Maybe not. 17 prowesses. What did I end up doing? There we go, L2. So yeah, 169k crit. Did not even need to throw the L3. And that was it for our final war of Season 27. I hope you guys enjoyed this series. I definitely enjoyed making it for you. Let me know if you're looking forward to Season 28. If you'd want to see more of these videos in the future, definitely let me know in the comments, and I can make them keep happening. But I appreciate everyone for their support on these war videos. I'm looking forward to Season 28 and doing more content like this. And we'll see you guys in the next one.